Hello everyone and welcome to a new video of reacting to horror stories. And this one is Hide and Seek animated by Llama Arts. The link to Llama Arts channel is in the description, so yeah, check it out. Anyway, let's react to this and see how scary it is. Hide and Seek. I've gotten jump scared playing this game when I was like a kid.
When I was a kid, my parents would sometimes bring me down to my aunt and uncle's place to stay for the weekend. Meanwhile,
Already sounds scary. I mean, going to your so it's uncle and aunt, so that's not that bad. But like going to your grandparents' house, like that shit's scary because you don't know what's up there. I'm joking.
I'd spend time playing with my two cousins who were
Oh,
around the
nice.
same age as me. They lived on a small farm with plenty of open space, and we could run around doing pretty much whatever we wanted.
Whatever you wanted, so you're just gonna let a bunch of kids run around, do whatever they want. Obviously, something's gonna happen.
If we thought we could get away with it, the three of us would sometimes cross over to the neighboring farm about half a mile away. It had been abandoned for decades.
Okay, going into an abandoned farmhouse doesn't sound like much of a good idea. That's something I would do in real life for like a YouTube video or something. I've actually done this, exploring abandoned places, but I took down most of the videos for like a couple reasons. Long story.
With a scattering of derelict buildings and other structures still standing on the property, just begging to be explored. This was, of course, a gold mine for three adventurous young boys such as ourselves, especially after my cousins told me stories about the deaths that took place in the house. It was pretty classic fare.
The deaths? Wait, so someone died. Okay, someone died in this place and you wanna go in there? Hell, I would do that. I gotta do this again, like in real life. This shit was funny.
Man goes crazy, axe murders his entire family, hangs himself, returns every night as an angry
What the Okay, keep going.
spirit looking for new victims. Good, grisly stuff. Even at that
Good grisly stuff? Oh, a man murdered his entire family with an axe. Good grisly stuff. What the fuck?
age, I knew they were probably making it up, or at least embellishing old rumors. But seeing as how the setting lent itself so well to such tales, I allowed myself to buy into it. One afternoon, we decided
Yeah, no, that's a bad idea.
to play hide and seek. When it was my turn to hide, I ran off for a flimsy brown barn that had living quarters on top and climbed the stairs looking for a good spot. There was still furniture inside, and personal belongings lay scattered across the floor.
Yeah, okay, that's nice. Maybe take some with you.
I maneuvered over broken dishes, tattered clothes, and crumbling books, eventually coming to a small room with a closet. Jackpot. There were even long black dresses still hanging on the rod that I could hide behind. I stepped inside and
What a smart kid. Oh, an abandoned house. Let me just go in there, hide behind the dresses. Nothing's gonna get me. No one's gonna find me. Well, yeah, no one's probably gonna find you, but
managed to force shut the folding door. My only illumination was a slit of sunlight that shone through the crack in the door from a nearby window. I crouched down with knees tucked into chest and waited. Some time passed and there was still no sign of my seekers. I waited some more, debating if and when I should give myself up. After nearly an hour, this was starting to get boring. My head drooped.
you fell asleep. So you're playing hide and seek. You wait in a closet for 1 hour, bro. 10 minutes, I would've just left, cause you probably already won. You won. If it's been like what, 30 minutes, an hour, you already won. Why are you gonna just sleep there? Like, oh, I feel a little tired. Let me just sleep in this abandoned closet. That's comfortable. Like how?
I woke with a jerk.
Oh.
It was pitch black. Drowsy and confused, I forgot for a minute where I was or what I had been doing. As it came back to me, the realization that it was now nighttime and that I had been
Man, I swear I hate having acne. My whole face just itches because of my acne. It's better now than before. Before it was even horrible. Like I couldn't even show my face. But I don't know why acne just itches for some reason. Still have like a little bit on this side, but it's getting better anyway. So yeah, if I was this kid, I would just run out that house, man.
abandoned here filled me with sinking dread in the pit of my stomach. I tried to get up, but a sudden cramp in my calf kept me grounded. I squirmed about, waiting for it to pass, when I heard a door slamming shut downstairs, and instantly froze. One of my cousins? There was a brief period of silence, then footsteps at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay, this sounds a little dumb. I mean, someone's going to don't hide in abandoned houses, okay? That's like, I mean, sure, hide in an abandoned house, just not for an hour.
But not just footsteps, a thud too.
Oh,
After every other step,
you're gonna die.
these weren't the footfalls of a child. They were slow, heavy, deliberate. I held my breath, praying they would go away. They did not. The noises continued to ascend. After another moment of silence, the walking resumed, this time along with a steady scraping sound, like something heavy being dragged across the floorboards. The footsteps made their way through the debris and wandered aimlessly through the various rooms. I thought I
Okay.
could smell something faintly putrid. The constant
Oh, that's
scrapes
nasty.
sent cold shivers coursing down my arms and back. My worst fears were realized when the steps reached the bedroom doorway. They got closer and closer and finally stopped
Yeah, run. Just run.
directly in front of the closet door. I couldn't see a thing. After an agonizing pause, they continued on over to the other side of the room and out the doorway again. They faded away down the hallway.
Okay, that's good.
I waited for what seemed like an eternity. There were no more sounds now, and I was trying to build up enough courage to open the door and flee. 3 things happened simultaneously just then. I was bombarded with a smell I can only describe as fresh roadkill. I heard raspy breathing behind me in the dark closet, and I felt hot breath against the nape of my neck. That was enough for me to hurtle myself out from the confines of that nightmare space, relying on memory and scant moonlight to navigate through the darkened house. All the while, I heard footsteps chasing behind me, closing in with terrifying speed.
Okay, what the thing's running now? Okay, I almost just like passed out as well. I don't know why I'm so tired. Okay, yeah, don't go into abandoned houses.
It was a clumsy, torturous escape full of trips and bumps and blind stumbles.
Is that blood? Oh, and also, yeah, going to abandoned house, it's fun. Just not at night. Actually, I have to go back to going to abandoned houses. Like, damn, that shit was fun. And yeah, blood. Probably gonna slip and fall, break your head.
I never looked back, at least not until I had burst out the front door and into the country night. And when I
Oh.
did turn around, I saw
Man, I love the countryside. It's so beautiful. Countryside, just beautiful. I love it. I live in the countryside as well. Well, kinda.
absolutely nothing. There were no more footsteps and nobody was chasing me. That didn't stop me from running though, all the way back to my aunt and uncle's house.
Yeah, run.
There was a police car in the driveway when I got back. My
The cops? Oh, okay, that's not good. You know it's bad when the cops are there.
parents were there too, worried sick. Everybody demanded to know where I had been. Apparently, when my cousins still hadn't found me by evening, they'd returned home to tell their parents. Eventually, the police were called in and informed me that they had already
Wait, how didn't they find him? What? So, like, this kid is hiding in an abandoned house, and their cousins didn't think, okay, he's not anywhere under the trees or on the trees or under a bush or something. Maybe he could be in that abandoned house. Nah, he's gone. Let's just go call the cops. It's kind of obvious he was gonna go hide there, but yeah, I mean,
scoured every building on the farm. The insinuation that I was lying about my whereabouts didn't go unnoticed. None of it made any sense. It wasn't until years later that one of my cousins filled in a final
wait, years later? Whoa, okay.
piece of the story. He
Final
and his
piece.
brothers had spent hours searching for me like they said, but the part they didn't tell anyone was that they thought they spotted me in the window of the bedroom I was hiding in. And when they got closer, they saw that it wasn't me. A young boy neither of them recognized was smiling and waving down at them and gesturing for them to come upstairs. That's when they ran back home. All of this.
That is so creepy. Imagine you're in the house and you're not alone, like in an abandoned place and you're just not alone. That's kind of crazy.
While I slept in the closet.
Okay. Alright. This one was pretty insane. I mean, alright, this one, alright, this story is gonna get a solid 9 out of 10. I mean, the animation's great, the story's kinda scary, not that scary, and out of 10. Why am I reviewing this story? I'm reacting, I don't care. It was pretty good, I'll be honest, that's fucking, like, the art is pretty good. I mean, I can't even draw a stick figure, I'll be honest, and, that's creepy. Anyway, let's move on. Alright everyone, and this one is Night Shift Stories, 7-Eleven. We all know 7-Eleven's crazy. I mean, like, you go to 7-Eleven at 7 a.m. or 7 p.m., and there's obviously gonna be a crackhead in there screaming, breaking stuff, probably stealing, you know, average 7-Eleven activities. I've actually never really been to a 7-Eleven. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think I have been to one or something. Well, I live in Europe now, so there's no 7-Elevens, but, you know, let's see the story now.
It was 2 years ago. I was called in to do the night
Damn, that was a long time ago. That was like 20 years ago. I know it was 2 years ago. What was that, TV? Alright.
shift, 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. at 7-Eleven, since somebody called out. The store was located on a busy road in a rather quiet and rural area. During the night shift, you could expect anywhere from 10 to 20 people come in to buy a beer or something else.
Okay, that's nice. You know, average night at 7-Eleven, so I guess it's like a gas station, I think, or something. And I like how they put like old silver cigarettes, green apple cigarettes, green apple. Not Doritos, Rio. It's so good, I love it, it's so funny.
This one particular night, there was this one guy, mid-20s, that came in. He started making weird noises, like loud yelling noises. I assumed he had some
Okay, that's not funny, that's not funny. He's just screaming. Okay, I assume he had some kind of mental disability. What? Poor guy.
kind of mental disability. In fact, my brother has a mental disability, so I immediately felt sympathy for the guy. He walked up to the counter without any items, with his head facing me, but his eyes were looking up at the ceiling. I felt uncomfortable.
What the fuck? Oh, okay, I mean, I've seen this happen, so...
I honestly didn't know how to deal with it. I tried speaking with him, but he
Yeah, the
only
noises.
responded in loud noises. I kept checking if he was with someone outside, but he was alone. There weren't any cars in the parking lot, so I assumed he walked. He stood there for so long, looking up at the ceiling and making noises, that I tried to get him out by handing him a bag of chips and telling him he can go. I tried finding
Man, a free bag of chips? Hell yeah.
some kind of number to call for someone to help him. Then, out of nowhere, he finally turned around and walked out of the store. I felt so horrible for the man, but at the same time, I felt a bit creeped out.
No, that was probably like... That was probably like, someone who's crazy or like just some guy, you know, he's probably asleep, half asleep, probably just sleepwalking, I guess you can say, so not that scary.
About an hour later, the phone on the counter rang.
Oh. Oh, the old phone ring, I love those.
I picked up to hear the familiar yelling sounds of the man from earlier.
Oh.
It caught me off guard.
Wait, how did he get the number to a 7-Eleven? You have to like Google that, I think, or something. What the That's kind of creepy. Okay, now it's getting scary.
I didn't know what to think, other than this has to be some kind of prank. I hung up on them and was now becoming paranoid of my surroundings, constantly checking the outside through the windows.
No, that's the paranoia kicking in. Checking the windows, looking everywhere, that's the paranoia kicking in. That's not good.
4 o'clock, the person working after me came in, finally allowing for me to go home.
Man, finally, that's such a relief.
It wasn't my problem anymore. I got home and threw all my stuff on the table, ready to get to sleep.
Let me guess, the guy's under the bed.
But my phone rang within a minute after entering the door. I felt a chill run down my spine. Why would someone be calling at 4 a.m.?
Oh, that's creepy.
I could only imagine it was bad news. I braced myself and picked up the phone to hear the man again. I felt
He probably likes you.
sick to my stomach as I listened to the loud noises he made. I struggled to slam the phone to the
Yeah, that can be scary.
receiver. All night, I felt like I was being watched, even with all the blinds shut.
Lock all the doors, lock all the windows, and just like, uh, just lock the entire house and like, I don't know, grab a weapon or something.
And I could swear I heard strange noises coming from all over my house. I refused to get any sleep until the sun came up. Weeks passed and I had forgotten about the incident until one day,
Okay, that's good. Thanks. Okay, that's good.
when going into the basement for the first time in a while, I
He's sleeping in the basement, isn't he?
found that papers had been scattered all over the floor. And when I went into the basement closet, I found writing on the walls. 7-Eleven had been
What the fuck? 7-Eleven?
written in Sharpie on the wall, along with the address to the 7-Eleven I worked at and my house address. The most disturbing part, I also found various kitchen knives along with a large pocket knife sitting in the closet, which started out as seemingly just an innocent person
So that was a psychopath. Okay, that's a little creepy. I mean, he's living in your basement, so that's horrifying.
turning into something of a prank, ultimately turned into something much more horrifying. He had been living down there for God knows how long, and I'm just grateful that, for whatever reason, he changed his mind and left, because I haven't seen
That's so weird. He just went like, okay, I'm gonna kill this guy, and then, never mind, I quit. He just left. What the that's so weird.
or heard from him since. All I can say is that man is dangerously ill.
Yeah, that's complete insanity. Alright. I reacted to two videos today. I know like the first time I did was like one. I've done this video before. I did like 1 month ago, maybe a year. And they're kind of fun. I like reacting to horror animations. I know I'm very tired. I hope you guys enjoyed this video though. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.